Good morning and welcome to the first edition of Under the Hard Hat. We've got a new adventure here at White Oak ISD. Instead of sending out a newsletter monthly, we are going to have some guests on the show to highlight things that are going on at White Oak ISD. Our AV Tech classes with Mr. Simmons as the lead. We call them the Roughneck Production Group. They are going to be filming the show, so our students will be in charge of this. They'll go back and edit. We'll have some graphics, so we're looking forward to this. We're going to put out about a 10 or 15-minute show every Friday, and our kids are going to do every bit of the production. Special thanks to Miss Amanda Frazier also for getting this thing going, and our first guest will be Coach Morgan High, and she'll be here momentarily. So let's get started. Talk about some great things. Our cross-country team competed at the regional meet in Arlington on Monday. They did a fantastic job, so shout out to all our kids and to Coach Hutchins Boyette. We appreciate you representing White Oak well. Our varsity football team will travel to Liberty ILO tonight. Let's talk about our records a little bit. Our 7th grade group is 1-3. Our 8th grade team has an impressive 4-1 record, and our JV has a 5-2 record. So we're looking to get that second district win tonight at Liberty ILO, so y'all come out and support. Volleyball will be at Gladewater tonight to finish off the district schedule. If they get a win tonight, they will be in the playoffs, so we look forward to that victory tonight in Gladewater. Few more things we've got going. We've got an elementary PTO meeting Monday night at 6 p.m. where we will discuss the bond issue that is on the ballot for November. So if you don't have anything going, we'd love to have you come out. If you have questions, we would love for you to vote yes for the bond issue, and that's going to free up some money in our maintenance and operations side and with a 0 tax increase. So come out on Monday night at 6 o'clock to the elementary PTO meeting that will be at the elementary campus. Bond voting, early voting all of it is in Longview at the Gregg County Courthouse at the elections office. So if you want to vote early and you're in Longview, please jump over there and vote yes for the bond. Election day will be here in White Oak at the community center. So if you don't want to make it into Longview or you don't make that trip, please make sure you go over to the community center in White Oak and vote on election day. Our band will travel to Waco next week and compete on Tuesday, October 28th. Talking to Mr. Ramos, we're looking at around 11:30 a.m. to 12:15 is the time frame that we are set to compete for the state championship. So you can tune in to KGAS. They have a Facebook feed as long as another feed that we will post on Parent Square so everyone can watch the band that can't make the trip to Waco. Once again, this is the maiden voyage of Under the Hard Hat. We're really excited that we're involving our kids and we're going to get our school community involved with things that are going on around White Oak ISD. So with that being said, we are going to get to our show this morning and we're going to have Coach Morgan High here with all things White Oak Volleyball. Hey, good morning and welcome, Coach High. Glad you are here.
Thank you.
We're going to talk all things White Oak Volleyball today.
Okay.
So you've got a big match coming up tonight with Gladewater.
Yes.
We seal the deal if we get a victory, if I'm not mistaken. So
Yes.
Tell us a little bit about what's going on and what times this afternoon.
So we're going to play at 4:30 today at Gladewater. Once we win, I always like to say win and not if. Whenever we win, we will be playoff bound, and then we will play Canton in a warm-up game next week before playoffs get started.
Awesome.
Yeah.
That's great. Well, talk to us a little bit about the season. I know we've had some injuries. I know that we may not have met the expectations on win-losses that you had for the girls, but they've battled.
Yes.
They came back and won a big match a couple of weeks ago to get us where we are. So tell us a little bit about the season.
There's definitely been a lot of ups and downs. Abby Nix started the year with an injury in a scrimmage. We lost our middle. And then Addie Young, our main setter, had an injury a few weeks ago. Maddie Baker tore her shoulder a few weeks ago. So it's definitely been an up and down battle throughout the entire season. We're 18-18 so far. I have a lot of juniors. I graduated 7 seniors last year. My 3 seniors are doing everything they can, and our main goal was to get into playoffs. We have a really tough district. Tatum is a top 5 team in the state. West Rusk and Troop are going to go far in small school. And once we win tonight, our goal was to get into playoffs, and hopefully we get there.
Looking ahead, do you know who we may match up with after we win the Gladewater match?
Yes, we'll either face Eustis or Mineola in the first round, and that'll probably be played next Thursday on the 30th, hopefully at TJC.
Awesome. Be
Yes.
great for all of our fans to get to go to Tyler.
Yes.
Maybe we can go out somewhere to eat before the game.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I like eating out in Tyler. So, all right, let's talk about stats for your kids.
Yeah, absolutely.
Maybe
I have
your
it right
stat
here.
leaders. And,
Yeah.
and, let's see where our girls are as far as maybe some East Texas ranks too.
Yeah, absolutely. Andy Bridges has all year long been in the top 5 in kills in East Texas. Every Friday, the Longview News Journal comes out with East Texas leaders, and she's been a top 5 person. She leads our team right now with 463 kills, which is a lot. She gets a lot of attempts.
That's great.
London Baker is next. She's our other outside. She has 288 kills. Taylor Morgan has been first in the leader in East Texas for aces. She has 77 on the year. So she has been absolutely rocking it on her serve. Addie Young was going to get close to that 1,000 assists before she got hurt, but she was having a really good year as a setter.
Unfortunately.
Yes. And then Peyton Thompson is our digs leader with 365.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Of course, we want to finish this year and go as deep as we can in the playoffs and
Yes.
end up in the state championship. But let's talk about your JV groups and maybe your junior high groups and how they're progressing. And
Absolutely.
Before we jump into next year, let's just talk about the success they've had this year.
Yeah. JV teams have been awesome. They both finished second in district behind Tatum. They're both 5-1. We have a good young group coming up with our junior high. Our 7th grade is undefeated. They have not lost a set all year long. And then our 8th grade has only, I believe I sent you that text there, 13-2 on the year. So we have some good young ones coming up. A lot of these girls just really love volleyball, and that's the best part. They love playing club. They love being in the gym. A lot of them are gym rats constantly. So that's been really fun to watch.
What would you say to a young student, young female student in intermediate school right now that really wants to get into volleyball? What would be the one thing you would tell them, hey, let's start doing this so we're ready when we get into middle school?
Absolutely. There's so many things you can do in East Texas now. I know Wrecking Crew down the road has a bunch of young teams you can get on. We run White Oak Juniors here at White Oak, and I'm going to be coaching the 6th grade team this year, so that's going to be fun.
Awesome.
I would say just get in the gym, go pepper in your backyard, find a club that's close by that you can get lessons with, or a young team. I know a bunch of those intermediate girls are starting to do that with volleyball, basketball, and softball.
I know it's been a battle this year. It's been tough with the injuries. The district's really tough.
Yeah.
Everyone thinks White Oak Volleyball should win state every year, and that's our goal.
Absolutely.
Of course. But I think our kids persevering through the season
Yes.
and, fighting through injuries and a lot of other things that have happened is a testament to what you do and your coaching style and your efforts. And we just want to say thank you for getting our girls there, and we're going to win that Gladewater match tonight.
Absolutely.
And then we'll worry about what happens next week after that.
Absolutely. Yeah, we want to be at our peak right now. So hopefully we hit our peak here coming up.
Fantastic.
Yep.
Once again, Coach Morgan High with all things White Oak Volleyball. We appreciate her being she called it the guinea pig when she walked in. So this is the maiden voyage for Under the Hard Hat.
Cool.
So we've got some stuff coming in that we're going to be able to set on the table when we interview other people. And
Awesome.
We're going to have some kids on. We're going to involve every campus. We're going to involve all of our programs. Next week, look for Mr. Jacob Ramos to be here after we win state in band
There
on
you go.
Tuesday. Hopefully
Okay.
we can have a lot to celebrate. So we appreciate you being
Yeah.
here. Thank you very much. And go Roughnecks.
Yep.
Let's get the win tonight in Liberty Hollow. Let's get the win tonight in Gladewater. We will light the derrick and celebrate.
Let's
so
do it.
Thank you, Coach High.
You're welcome.
We appreciate you.
Yes.
And go Roughnecks.
Thank you.